never changed a life, never built a legacy, and never honored the calling placed on your heart. When I look back at my almost 33 years of building my Mary Kay business, I'm amazed at all that has come from my yes decision back when I was 24 years old and had no idea how to apply eyeshadow or any makeup at all for that matter, and I had zero sales experience. I'm so grateful that I took that leap of faith. My yes to starting my Mary Kay business has opened the door to earn rewards more than I could have ever imagined. Money and diamond rings and prizes and cars and top trips all around the world. But I must tell you that as much as I love all of those tangible things, I am so unbelievably grateful that I have grown up in Mary Kay surrounded by big thinking women. The impact that these relationships have had on me, my Mary Kay journey, and my family is huge. In our pink bubble, we learn how to think big, don't we? And honestly, that gift is one of my all-time favorite things that I have received from my Mary Kay business. Because after all, big thinking started with Mary Kay Ash. She started our company in 1963 when women just didn't start a company. Lawyers told her she was crazy. They told her she did not give the prizes that she wanted to give and pay all of the commission that she wanted to pay and expect to make a profit. But thank goodness she didn't listen to them. It took big thinking to create our marketing plan and ultimately to take that leap of faith that she did when she started our company. Mary Kay once said, "Don't limit yourself." Many people limit themselves to what they think they can do. You can go as far as your mind lets you. You've heard this before. What you believe, you can achieve. Not only great advice for us, but it is truly what she modeled as she built our company. Big thinking is a part of our DNA in Mary Kay. I'm so grateful for all of my Mary Kay mentors over the years who have modeled big thinking for me. I just love the Mary Kay stories that we hear at seminar, top trips, retreats, anywhere the top leaders from our great company would share stories of how they went after a big goal in spite of the odds and of how they thought bigger than most, and as a result, they achieved more than most. As I watched them work and I heard their victory stories, big thinking quickly became a part of my DNA. Thank you, Mary Kay. So grateful for that. Not only has that impacted me, but it's impacted my husband, my son, and the thousands of women that I've led over all of these years of my career. The way you think, big or small, has a huge impact on those around you. Today I want to open your eyes to what stops us from big thinking. It's what causes us to quietly quit on our goals. In fact, what I'm going to share with you is the direct opposite of big thinking. And it's holding you back from reaching your dreams and goals, and you probably didn't even realize it. Limiting beliefs are the opposite of big thinking. There are those internal barriers that keep someone from dreaming or acting boldly. Limiting beliefs sound like, that goal is not possible for me. I'm not ready yet. What if I fail? I don't have what it takes. I'm not like her. But big thinking says, why not me? I may not know how, but I'll figure it out. God placed this dream in my heart for a reason. And if others have done it, I can too. Limiting beliefs shrink your vision. Big thinking expands it. Limiting beliefs are the things that you believe about your work, yourself, and your business. They are the words that kick you in the back of your knees as you try to move forward. Everyone carries limiting beliefs with them. Limiting beliefs are stopping us from reaching the dreams that God has placed in our hearts. They are the lies that we believe, and gosh, you guys, they just aren't true. I want to share with you about a limiting belief that shook me up years ago. It was in 2009, and we had just earned our first top director trip. We went to Rome, we made amazing new friends, we experienced the most incredible trip, and I remember telling Chuck, my husband, I would never miss a trip again. And then entered in a new limiting belief that immediately attacked my thoughts. Here's what I was thinking. Did I just earn that trip on a fluke? Can I really do it again? What if this is the only trip I earn? Now, I still worked hard to earn that next top trip to Greece. I had lots of appointments and parties. I led my unit meetings, casting the vision of us being a 2-time Circle of Excellence unit, but inside, I was doubting myself. And the doubt grew and grew as the year progressed, and my numbers decreased from the year before, and we missed the trip to Greece. We did not finish as a Circle of Excellence unit. Let me tell you what happened. I performed to the level of my belief. You might want to write that down. Our belief matters. Another one of Mary Kay's quotes on this topic is, if you believe you can or you can't, you're right. Right? Let that sink in for just a minute, because it's so true, right? Have you ever found yourself saying things like, I'm a procrastinator, or if I succeed, I probably won't be able to sustain it, or maybe I've tried to reach that goal before and I couldn't do it, or maybe I'm too old, or I'm too young, or I can't achieve that level because I have kids, or maybe even I just don't have enough support. I hear beauty consultants and sales directors say things like this all the time, and it breaks my heart. They are confessing these limiting beliefs, and all they are lies that they are believing. So how do we get rid of limiting beliefs? Well, step one is to get rid of your limiting belief is awareness. You've got to be aware. Hopefully, I've opened your eyes today to being aware of the lies that you're believing that are holding you back from reaching your goals and dreams. You see, once we become aware of these limiting beliefs, we must watch for when we give voice or acknowledge these lies. So don't let yourself say things like, I can't book parties, or no one holds parties. That's a lie that the enemy wants you to believe. That because you can't book a party, that means no one is booking a party. And we know that's just not true. Yet we say it, and we believe it. And when you say things like this, you are limiting your future. You're limiting your success. And the more you say things like this repeatedly, the more you believe it. The more you buy into it. The more you confess and speak out that limiting belief, it gets stronger. Your language is the verbal representation of your belief system. These lies are the exact beliefs that are holding you back from living your life to the fullest. Let's call it like it is, y'all. Those lies that you and I believe, they are from the enemy, and they are meant to distract you, create doubt, and stop you moving from anywhere close to your dream. One thought that might just wake you up to the seriousness of this situation is, how are the people closest to you suffering because of what you are believing? You see, when you believe these lies, your business suffers, and when your business declines, that affects your family. The special people in your life are negatively impacted when you buy into these lies. Your limiting beliefs do not just affect you. they negatively affect all of the people that you influence in your life. So it's one thing when the enemy messes with us, but when he messes with the people that we love, it is time to get serious and stop buying into those limiting beliefs that are holding you back. You will never outperform your belief system. If you don't believe you're good enough or that you deserve success, you will never outperform that thought. It's time for us to flip our limiting beliefs into amazing, life-giving, empowering power statements. Once you identify a limiting belief that's holding you back, flip that lie into a power statement. Here's an example of a lie that many people believe. I can't build a team. I can't recruit. All right, now let's create a power statement that speaks truth. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Women are looking for leadership opportunities everywhere, and they are drawn to me. Remember, these limiting beliefs are lies from the enemy, so it's crucial to use God's words in our power statement. Here's some great verses that you can add to your power statements, like Ephesians 2:10, I am God's masterpiece. Or Jeremiah 29:11, God knows the plans he has for me, and they are to prosper me and to give me hope and a future. How about the limiting belief, I'm scared. I don't know how to hold parties. I don't know what I'm doing. Here's a power statement to counteract that lie using Joshua 1:9. I am strong and courageous. I will not be terrified. I will not be discouraged, for God is with me wherever I go. I hold fun parties that everyone loves attending. Now that's a true power statement when you say God's word out loud. Okay, so here's your homework. I want you to take some time tonight before you go to bed and ask God to help you identify your limiting beliefs. You've been placed in Mary Kay for a purpose and a reason. And God has great things he wants to do in and through you and your business. And we just don't have any time for fear or unbelief or doubt. These things stop you from moving forward to that dream that God gave you. We all have limiting beliefs. And I hate to tell you this, but every time you move forward to a new goal, a new limiting belief is going to rise up and hit you in the face. So be ready for it. Recognize it. Because when it rears its ugly head, you've got to turn it around. Immediately flip it to a power statement. Well, I told you one story about a top sales director trip that I missed because of a limiting belief. Okay, I gotta tell you about a better story of what happened a few years later. So Mary Kay announced that the 50th anniversary top director trip was gonna be to Beijing, China. And top directors were actually gonna overlap a few days with national sales directors who were also gonna be on this trip. Now, this had never happened before when I had been building my business as a trip director, so I was so excited. I had earned several top trips by this time, but this was a big one, and I was not gonna miss it. I remember working with so much focus that year to make sure that we were on that trip of a lifetime. It never even occurred to me that we could miss the trip. I envisioned it. I worked with big thinking and big belief. I stayed in huge action, holding parties, building my team, and empowering my unit to do the same. I knew that Chuck and I would be on that 50th anniversary top director NSD trip. And we did it! We had our best year to date, and we were flying to Beijing for an adventure. Oh, we made so many amazing new friends on that trip, and we had incredible experiences. Probably my favorite memory from that trip was when the company took us to the Great Wall of China. They had arranged for several miles of that historic wall to be open just for us. I remember hiking up the steps and stopping to take unbelievable pictures with new friends and old friends, laughing and having so much fun. We started to come down the wall because Mary Kay was serving a very special dinner for us. So it was getting dark, and the view, though, it was still amazing as we descended step after step. As we got closer to where the dinner was being served, we saw beautiful lights, and we heard music, and then we walked in to this beautifully transformed area of tables with white linen tablecloths and a huge buffet of incredible food and live entertainment. Honestly, it was breathtaking. It was truly more than I could have ever imagined. Everyone was looking at each other with this look of awe on their face. Mary Kay truly outdid themselves when they created this experience just for us. I remember as we were getting in line for food, my husband Chuck said to me, "Hey, do you want to go live in your unit's Facebook group to tell them about what's happening right now?" Well, I quickly agreed, and Chuck started videoing me. I could barely get the words out. I was so emotional. Honestly, we both were emotional. We were both tearing up. It was such an incredible experience with so many phenomenal people in a beautiful part of the world that we'd never seen before, and it was all done in a magnificent 5-star kind of way. It was truly an incredible moment that I know neither one of us will ever forget. What was my message to my unit? To think big, to dream big, to not settle for mediocrity, to treat this Mary Kay business like the true business that it is, and to know that it works if you work. I wanted so much for everyone in my unit to experience what I was experiencing. And funny thing, that thought has never changed. The bigger I think, the more I experience, and the more my faith and my belief grow. I want everyone to experience all that Mary Kay has for us, and even more importantly, all that God has for us. He placed you right here in Mary Kay on purpose. He has work for you to do. He has lives for you to touch. When you focus on fear or lack or mediocrity or doubt, you stop moving towards your dream. Here's what I know. You all are amazing women. You made the smart business decision to be right here at Seminar so you can grow and develop a strong business. Stop doubting yourself. Stop buying into the lies that the enemy is telling you, and power up your belief to a new level so you can reach that next goal or dream that God is asking you to believe Him for. There are too many people attached to your dream to let your limiting beliefs shut you down. So what do you dream about for the new seminar year ahead? Where do you picture yourself on this beautiful stage next year? Grab hold of that vision and say yes to big thinking. Think bigger than is comfortable. It might take you a little while, but the more you practice your big thinking, the more it will become a part of your DNA. There are so many legacy leaders who have gone before us to establish this great company, and they did it with their big thinking. We are Mary Kay Strong. We think bigger than the rest of the world. We honor God with our big thinking and our huge action. What I found happens so many times when I think big thoughts and I take action on them, well, it's my favorite verse, Ephesians 3:20. Now glory be to God, who by His mighty power at work within us is able to do immeasurably more than our highest desires, thoughts, and prayers. And that's my prayer for you, that you will think big and that you will experience God's immeasurably more in this new seminar year. I am so grateful I had this time with each of you here in Canada. What a blessing it's been. God bless you all, and have a great seminar year.
Karen, I have to say that. And in every moment, I noticed that you radiated the kind of grace, the wisdom, and the authenticity that leaves a lasting mark. And your words were so powerful, your presence was uplifting, and her heart for others, honestly everyone, absolutely undeniable. So on behalf of all of us at Mary Kay, we are just so thankful that you're here with us, and that you just bring so much light to our business here. We're so proud of you. Thank you so much. There you are. Thank you again. Oh, it's my pleasure. Absolutely amazing. Karen Ridle, everyone.